Hi everyone, welcome to BumbleBeeCrafts. Thanks for tuning in to Design Team Tuesday, and today I'm starting a new project for Night Owl Collage. As you know, I'm part of her new design team, and I'm using her new kit that she's released for August, which is Winged Wonders. Now, I've checked out her Ko-fi, and how she's got them is they're split into birds of prey section. You've got garden birds, you've got water birds, but in total it is a massive kit, and they are stunning. The images are absolutely stunning. I love birds, I love wildlife, I love nature, you guys know that. So when I see that she was releasing this kit, I was so excited to have a play with it. The other thing is, all the birds are American birds, obviously, because that's where Amber lives and everything. So they are so different from what birds we get here in the UK. So it's been quite a learning curve, actually. So I'm going to be making a journal. And my journal is going to be a working journal, so there will be quite a few blank pages in there, because over the last few years I have been doing the RSPB garden bird count that they do each year, and I've got my results dotted around in whatever journal I was working on that year. The piece of paper just got shoved in there on the day, but I want somewhere where I can keep them all, record them properly, and then each year I can properly look back on them and see how we're doing, especially with how we want to landscape the garden a bit more, get a bit more structure with some small trees that have berries in the winter, some more proper foliage and coverage for birds to hopefully nest in, things like that. So yeah, I've got lots of ideas for the journal, but I thought I would just first of all come on and show you some of the kit. I don't know if Amber has yet released her flip through video. She's got a few personal issues going on at the moment in her life, so she did say she's taking a bit of a break from her YouTube channel, but her Ko-fi and everything is there. She's still got the kits available for you guys to have a play, so I wanted to come along and just show you some of the pages. Now, these have been already worked as sorted, because I printed them all, sorted what ones I was going to use, which I've got to the side here, and then these are the other ones. But I mean, look at those swans, isn't that just gorgeous? And you get a background that matches with that one. So let's move these to the side. This is a background one, and that's the lovely blue heron. We get herons here in the UK. Ours are grey herons, or we get the little white egrets. They're really nice. And we often actually get a heron fly over every now and again. It's nice to see. Oh, here we go. That's I think is that the blue heron, grey heron. This might be the blue heron. They're just and the background pages that you get are just, oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. Got some ravens, and some, are they ravens, crows? That family. I've only ever seen ravens in a sanctuary. And doves, we do get doves, although our doves are more grey ones. There we go, I reprinted the page there. I printed them several times. Oh, this one was new to me, a noon, I think it's called. Oh, it's just gorgeous, isn't it? So if you are a birder and you love your wildlife, this kit is just gorgeous. We do get peregrine falcons. In fact, my hubby often quite sees one. I've never actually seen one. I tend to see the sparrowhawk more around here than I do the peregrine falcon. And obviously in America you get the big eagles and everything. We do here, but they're up at Scotland. Cormorants? Are they cormorants? Yes, they're cormorants. We do get those in the UK. As I said, this is a bit of a learning curve. And our kingfishers, we do get kingfishers. Oh, they're just gorgeous, our little kingfishers. We don't get these. These are your cardinals. Oh, they're such stunning birds. I've often seen them at Christmas time. You probably have them on a lot of American printed scrapbooking pads and things like that, and they are gorgeous, gorgeous birds. So that's included. What have I backed it with? Oh yes, I can't remember what bird that is, but that's gorgeous. Look at that page. So how they are, I mean, you could make one big massive kit with them all, or you could pull these. I mean, this one would go lovely with some of the pages from the fairy journal, the little hummingbird, because they are just so ethereal and magical. So it's got so much more potential, this kit, to be for you to use in other kits as well, I think, and other journals. It's a lovely one. Is that your blue jay? I think it's your blue jay. So they were some of the pages. Now these ones I haven't actually used as yet for the journal. What ones I've got here is, this is the flycatcher. This gorgeous, gorgeous page. And this is the kind of colour scheme that I have gone for with the lovely greens in the journal. That's what I'm looking to do. And you get loads of ephemera that goes with them. So that's all the flycatcher ephemera. You've got the woodpecker and woodpecker ephemera, because you get a massive big lot of ephemera for all of the different birds as well. I mean, just look at them. Goldfinch. Oh, okay, yes, we do get goldfinch here in the UK. That's the green heron. Hummingbird. Look at those. Kingfisher. They're just absolutely gorgeous. That's your osprey. And that's your peregrine falcon. Absolutely gorgeous. This little one, what's that? Warbler. We do get different types of warblers. I don't think we get ones with blues on them. Wren. We do get a wren in the garden, but our wren doesn't have any blue on. It's just a pale brown little unassuming little bird with a very loud voice. Very loud bird song. This one's your chickadees. We don't get those in the UK. These are the barn owls. Oh, look at that, gorgeous. This is my nan's favourite bird, barn owl. Beautiful. I do want to do a barn owl journal. I have another kit from somebody else that I got years ago to do a journal in honour of my nan. And when I come to do it, I will definitely be pulling this page and the ephemera that you get from it. There. Oriole? I'm not sure if I've pronounced that correctly. Gorgeous looking bird though, absolutely gorgeous. And then you get loads of bird related labels that I've just printed a few times. So that's what I'm actually going to be using for the kit. So that's kind of what an idea of what you get. So I've already gone ahead and done my cover. Now with my little window in here, it's actually a large envelope that has just been, well, I say a large envelope, it was an A5, no, slightly bigger than an A5, excuse me, envelope that I then just cut open, and I've covered both sides with book page, and then I've inked around the edges, and I'm using the Distress Oxide Bundled Sage because I just thought that went really nicely with the colour scheme of the pages that I've chosen. Excuse me, my voice is going a bit croaky today. And then I decided that it would be nice to do a bit of stenciling on the top, because when I looked at this page with the flycatcher, you can see there's overlaid in the background, there's some lace. This one's got like some little water spots and stuff. It's got some gorgeous textures, or would have textures going on in the background, so I thought stenciling over it would look really quite nice. So I've used my two stencils. I've used this one, and then I've added some leaves as well, but I'm going to keep those out because I might do some stenciling on some of the pages when we come to put the journal together. So that's where we're at with the cover, and these pages I'm going to do something with the cover in the mo. I just wanted to show you, I've got some bits here that I've pulled. This is just a little pad that I got, gosh, years and years ago. It's a Hunky Dory Crafts pad, the square little book of birdsong, and they literally is all different types of birds in here. The lovely blue tits there, chaffinches, there are little sparrows that we get, there's some ducks there, robins. So I thought I could use and pull those, because either they would make really nice journaling card sizes, or I could make little pockets or something from those. I've got this gorgeous little secondhand vintage book, and I've already taken it apart, but I mean, some of those pages, I mean, look at that. The images are just absolutely stunning. So I'm going to be pulling from here as actual pages in the journal. And then I've got this book that's been cut up, ready to use. I don't know, I did this years ago, and I didn't do a very good job of it. As you know from if you've watched my vintage books into journaling fodder series, I have a much better method, thanks to Tracy Fox, of cutting the books apart and using them. Those might not be too bad if I wanted to use that page, but the square little images, so they'll be ideal for cutting up and putting onto tags and ephemera as well. So that's what I've pulled out from my books. I've got my little die cut birds, and these are my own that I've done from just images and stuff that I've had, so I've got those that I could play with. And what have we got here? I've got some material. I wasn't sure I'd be doing much lace in this journal, but when I was doing this, when I squashed it open, the book pages, even though I put a big thick bit over this to stop that, it still tore. So I'm going to cover this in some Mod Podge and then put a bit of this lovely gorgeous green linen down the spine. And I've also got some other cheeseclothy material here that I thought we could perhaps decorate bits with, maybe do a ruffle or something. I'm not sure. I don't really want too much ruffly lacy textures on this one. Just some bits that I've pulled out from my pre-made stash that had birds on them that I thought would go. And then I pulled out some Edith Holden book page stuff that I've been doing in my vintage books into journaling fodder series, and I thought they would work definitely because they've got birds on them. And then what else have we got here? Paper sack. Yes, I wanted to put that in there and decorate that up, so that's going to go as a journal page. A couple of book pages there, and then these are just pages that have come over time from different packs that I've bought for bird images, and I just thought I would pull them out and just see what we could use from any of those. So that's those. And then the other thing that I've pulled out is obviously my coffee dye paper I'm going to use. I'm going to use some of this green paper in there because, as I said, I want to be able to make sure I've got several pages of writing in between these gorgeous digital pages so that I can do some recording. And these are some, this is a photocopy or a scanned copy of some masterboards that I was doing for book pages, and I wanted to have a play around with. I've got this lovely stamp set, Sheena stamp sets, designed for Crafts Beautiful by Sheena Douglas. This came with a Crafts Beautiful magazine, and you've got a robin, you've got a pheasant there, and you've got a blackbird, and I just thought some of these would be nice stamped on here, and then I can turn them into some pages. So that's an idea that I want to do there. And then this is just some scrapbooking paper that I found in my stash, some lovely silver birch trees. These were from the Edith Holden pack, just some foliage. And then this one has got some birds on it there. I don't recognise that one, but that's a robin on there. I think that looks like a little hedge sparrow or something, but I thought we could use that in the journal making as well. So they're the bits that I've pulled out. Let's pop them all back over here for now, because what I want to work on is the cover. How are we doing on time? Get my mat straight. There we go, 15 minutes, that's not too bad. Okay, so my idea, now that I know I've got to cover this over with some Mod Podge to seal that up, and then I'll put a bit of this down the spine. I think that would look really nice. Is I want to, when I was printing these, because Amber's in America, the size page of the pages are different to our A4, so I just printed these borderless double-sided, and unfortunately it took the top off of his head on there and then his head on there. Obviously I corrected it for when I did it here, I just left a border around it instead. But what I thought I would do is, if I can tear that out, I want to sit him in this little gap here, and then this one I want to do somewhere at the top or something. So that's what I want to do. I want to tear around this. I think what I'm going to do first is just tear him out and across like this, and then that'll make it a bit easier for me to tear around him. How do I want to stick? I think I do, so I'm going to come kind of around here, and then we'll give it a bit of an ink up. Like so. I want to just take off that and just round that bit, come in and down roughly like that. Okay, move them to the side. So I kind of want him sitting on here. I don't mind that I'm going to chop a little bit of that off there, because I think once we have that one, unless I put, he could go all on there, couldn't he, actually, if he sat on the top there. Okay, let's leave that one. Let's do the woodpecker, because I want the woodpecker to go at the top. So let's do the woodpecker. Tearing him out, trying to make sure I don't rip the little bird. I was thinking he could sit at the top there. His beak's going to go slightly. I don't know what I might do is just take a little bit more off that top bit. Oop. And a bit more around there, and then he's likely to sit upright a little bit more on there. Yeah, I think that's nice. I like that. So I can keep those couple of bits, and I'll keep those couple of bits for collaging, but the rest can go out. Now I did have the wren as well, which I did think maybe, but I think I might use the wren on the back. I think I might use these on the front. Do we want anything else on the front? Let's have a little look at our words. What have we got? Saw, forest, marsh, nest, hunter, still, beauty, feathered. Nature. We could just use nature, couldn't we? Nice and simple on the cover. Yeah, okay, let me... I've actually got my fussy cutting things up here, so let's cut nature out and see what that looks like on the cover. Oops. So I'm just cutting this out. I will get the rest of the stuff all fussy cut out before we come to decorate the pages, so you don't have to see me. I just hadn't really prepped for this one too much because I wasn't sure when I was actually going to be filming this and when it was going to be aired. My fussy cutting is not the best. I usually put these through my scan and cut, but that's not too bad. And then maybe that at the top there. Now I am going to have this along the spine, aren't I? So that is going to determine actually how much of that you see. So whether I have it, do I have it on top? I'm going to see if I can just take a little bit more off of this, using my fingers to kind of guide where I want it to go. Okay, let's see if we can tuck in a little bit more around the beak. I'm going to come in a little bit more there. Okay, so I don't mind that I'll need to chop a little bit more off of there, because I don't want to see the beak through from the other side, because whatever I position here in the pocket that's going to go on the inside will show. Yeah, I think that's going to be all right. Then I'm going to just put an eyelet in and tie it up. I'm just wondering if we want any other material under this one. Maybe the material, maybe that wants to go on the top. Okay, let's cut a piece. Is this end too short? Yeah, this end's too short. Okay. Move these to the side. Let's cut a piece that we know is going to fit. So we're going to cut it there. They're my fussy cutting scissors, not my fabric scissors, but never mind. Okay. Pop this back over there. Okay, so is that a good length? Yeah, that's a good length. So now we just need to decide on how much for over we want to go. And then, so if we got there, I would say about there. As you can see, I'm not measuring. This is just rough. Roughly how I sometimes put a journal together. Sometimes I'm really neat and precise. Other times I just chuck it all together however it comes. Okay. So that is going to go on our spine. We can always trim up any bits. Yeah, let's see if I can fold this in half and get a crease in it, and that will make that sit a bit neater. Kind of do a little pinch press in between your fingers. Linen creases easily, so theoretically that should work lovely. Okay, so we're going to have that in here nicely on there. I am thinking that the bird might look better on the top, because you're going to lose quite a bit of the bird there. So what I'm thinking is we have the bird on the top. I'm just wondering if we put a little bit of material down here or something for him, just to ground the bird down on there. What do we think? I'm just thinking of a piece, maybe like so. Yeah, I'm thinking what I might actually do is stick this down and then just trim around it. Might be a better way, so that you've got a bit. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trim this around here because I don't want to see too much. I'm just wondering, I had a thought, I'm thinking now as I'm doing, so this, we are literally, I had no plan. Well, I had a kind of a plan, but I've got ideas coming into my head now. I want to have a go and see if I can ink on this. So let's see. We don't know until we try, do we? We really are winging it today, aren't we? I don't usually use this one, do I? Do I not have a green? I thought I had a green stencil brush here. Let me just see, oxides. There's my green brush, because that is going to ruin that otherwise. Yes, that's better. How's it doing? Oh, look at that. Oh, wow, okay. I'm really pleased with that. So I'm going to keep going and do this whole piece. Trying not to move it. How that has come up. Oh, I love that. That is going to be lovely. Okay, so let's just lay that over there, because that will want a clean. Now I'm thinking I might do the spine, or maybe the spine will be a bit too much. I'm just wondering now if we have a little bit of it. How did we have it? Maybe an angle. Okay, scissors. Let's cut it here. Yeah, because initially I was going to seal the edge, wasn't I, with Mod Podge, and I was thinking I would put these down flat, seal it all over, and then just add that to the spine. But it's now I'm now changing it slightly, thinking I might do something else. So I definitely want you there. I'm just not quite sure how much of you I want showing. So I don't think I'm actually going to cover this now with the Mod Podge, because although it's got the rip on the spine, the book page is torn as we've folded it. That's going to be covered with this. Yeah, I think we're going to have an eyelet in here, but I'm not too bothered that it's because this will be stuck down and then I can just put the eyelet through there. I think that's what I think. I like this design. So what I'm going to do is leave that where it is. Let's ink around our bird and then glue the bird onto the fabric so that I know the position that I want it. I think that's where we're going to go. I'm winging it. Literally am winging it with how I want it. The idea is morphing into things as we go. Okay, so that is going to go somewhere there. While we've got the ink, let's ink these. And ink Mr. Woodpecker, or Mrs., don't really know. Okay, so you're going to go there. And I'll decide once we've done this little birdie whether we are going to do the stenciling down on the fabric. Okay, wait half an hour for my Fabri-Tac glue to come down. No, it's coming, that's good. Messy. So yeah, we get woodpeckers in our this country, in the UK. I get green woodpecker, and then I think you have lesser spotted woodpecker and a greater, is it greater spotted woodpecker? Not quite sure, but ours tend to have the red belly to them. Okay, move you up out of the way. Right, has this fabric moved? It has, hasn't it? That's kind of where I want you to go. Okay, so I'm just going to stick this down on here. I think let's make sure we are down all to the edge. Okay, so we want to position you somewhere here. Let's take these off for now. What I'm going to just do is I'm just positioning this kind of how I want it to go, and then I'm just going to trim the fabric like so. There we go. Cool, they make nice little scraps, don't they, because they've got the patterns on them. Well, we can use that. I'll have to remember that for some of my Fabric Fridays. I mean, I don't know if it doesn't seem like it rubs off at all. I mean, I wouldn't want to get it wet, but let's just trim these. I don't mind a few little bits hanging off, but I don't want them too long. Okay, I'm Can this be frayed? A little, okay. And the same with this, because you guys should know me by now, I like a little frayed edge. Just going to trim that up and then put a bit of ink on that. There we go. Okay, I think we are there. Let's pop you over there. So you are going to go about there. Brilliant. Okay, put you back into here. I'm just wondering if I put a little bit of that up there with that on there, like that, that's nice. And I definitely think we need to stencil the spine. Okay, so let's bring my powder paper back, my stencil, and I'm going to use that to clip it on. And let's stencil onto our fabric. Who knew? It's not something I've ever done before. It just popped into my head and I thought, oh, I'm definitely going to do this with some Fabric Friday. I'm going to hunt out my fabrics, hunt out my inks, and we're going to have a Fabric Friday stenciling session on our fabric. Which obviously, I mean, you stamp onto them, so I don't see why you can't stencil. I've just never thought of it. Seems daft, doesn't it? Okay. And then you give you a press back down. We'll tuck in on there. You're going to go on the top. Oh, I'm absolutely loving that. Really, really pleased with that. Then we're going to have a little eyelet there, and I will find some nice green ribbon, or we might dye a piece if I've got some white. Oh, excellent. Right, okay, let's glue. Let's get gluing. So I'm going to do the easy bit first and do this up in the corner. I was going to put book corners on here, but I don't think I will now with having this little bit of fabric on. I don't think the look is quite right. Okay, so let's just see if you're off there. Just see, we want you up a little bit because I don't mind a little frayed edge hanging over. I think it's going to look nice, and then this is just going to sit on top of it. And I want you about there. Okay, I'm just going to put some of my weights. Somebody asked me the other day about these. Hubby got these courtesy of where he works. So if anybody wanted to know. But I mean, you could use anything. You could just use your Mod Podge glue, anything really, scissors. I know Gail has a special book weight that she uses, but I think that's mainly when she's actually working in the journals rather than things like this. But you can get weights. Okay, so we need to glue all of this down now. Wait for this to come back down. need to refill my Fabri-Tac glue before long. It's always harder to get out when it's a lot lower. There, I think we've got enough on here for now. We can always put some bits in the corners when we come to do it. Okay, so we're going on this corner like here. Let's take that off. That should have dried enough. Let's just see, because I don't mind a little bit overhanging, like so. There we go. Let's flatten this out. And the only thing I didn't put glue on was just under here, but that's fine. We can pop a blob under there. Like so, and hold that down. Oh, this is looking really nice. Really, really nice. So let's wipe this down. One across the bottom, and I think I'll just do one more there. Okay, we're there. My glue a bit of a clean. Lay it back on its side ready, because what I want to do now is glue this down. And I think what I'm going to do, as I've already got the fold nicely pressed in it, is wait until I fold it in half and do it that way, and then I'll just trim off the excess. So how are we doing on time? Oh, 42 minutes. Okay, give that a couple of minutes. So I'm wondering, on the back, I might use that in the opposite corner on the back. And this is only on paper, but I might just use that. Let's see if we can fray this bit out of that, or it'd be down on this side. No, I think I'm going to put this on here. I'll use this glue that's bulging out on me. And then I might put one of the wrens on the back. I'm not sure yet. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Let's pop you on here, get it so that we can have a little bit of overhang. Okay. Yeah. Then you've got the opposites on there. Okay. Weights can come off this. We can do our spine, and then that will be it for this video. I'm going to do this a bit like I did the fairy one in 3 parts, and then I'll come back and do a flip through video. Yeah, I think that's looking nice. I still want a bird on the back for definite. Okay, what were we doing? We were going to do it this way, weren't we? Come on. Actually, I think I'm going to put the glue on here. If I lay that on here, like that, that's kind of where we want it, and it's going to come out to about here. Always put a bead more down it afterwards. Yeah, we will need to. like so. Okay, now I'm going to put a bead of glue all along this spine. That will help keep what has torn glued in, and then we'll come and put some glue in here. Lovely. Okay, so we do need to do just a bob under here. Like so. There we go. So let's do about there, and then I can just fray this nicely, like so. Oh, that's looking nice, really looking nice. Now normally when I put anything on the spine I lay it out flat, so you don't get that ridge, but this time round I wanted to really make sure I'd got the glue covered over that, otherwise I worried it would tear more. Okay, so we've got one more bird to put on, and then I think this video is long enough. Yeah. So we want you enough so you miss, and down on there. There we go, perfect. Oh, doesn't that look lovely? I really like that. So this is really a junk journal-y style one, and then on the back we've got here, and what I'm thinking of is just having maybe that in the center, or maybe the blue one. I might do the blue one in the center there. Actually, I don't think we've got time, have we? Oh, we're only 48. We're only 48. Okay, let's... Actually, I did want the blue one, but the blue one's tail has been chopped off. So what I'm going to do is use this one, so that I don't have to worry about a tail being chopped off. And we might have time. So let's tear around you. We can always come in and do a bit closer. Once we've gone round initially, yeah, I think I want to come a bit closer in here. And a bit closer under here. Before I come out for the flowers. Okay, and that I'm thinking is just going to go. Oh, hello, Ghosty. My cat's come to say hello. He wants his second breakfast. That's what he's here for. He's here for his second breakfast. I've got one more bird to glue on, Ghosty. Yes, one more bird to glue on, Ghosty. And then we can say goodbye to everybody for this episode of our lovely Winged Wonder journal that we're going to be creating. Right, this is only done on copier paper, this one, so I'm going to use Fritz stick glue to put this on. Well, glue stick, my lovely purple glue stick. And then we have a completed journal. Okay, so what angle do we want you? We kind of want you about like that. How does that look? Yep, happy with that. Oh, that's lovely. I like that. Just gives a little bit of decoration on the back. I always do like to have a bit of decoration on the back. So that is our journal. Doesn't that look lovely? Oh, I love it. So I would probably do a little bit more to it. I'll put the eyelet in there, find some string that I want to do, and then next week when we come back to our Design Team Tuesday, I will be looking to do some decorating on the pages. I definitely want a pocket on the inside here, because whatever tag I put in here I want to be able to see through, but I want it so that it's interchangeable. And I need to be cautious obviously of what positioning I'm putting my page on there as well, because if you don't have anything in the pocket you're going to see it through. And then I want to put a pocket of some kind on the back. But yeah, I hope you will go and check out Amber's Ko-fi Night Owl Collage, she is, and have a look at the different kits. As I said, she split them all down, so if you just like your garden birds, you could pick a garden bird kit, or you could just get them all if you really wanted to. So do check out her Ko-fi for those, and I will be back next week with Design Team Tuesday, and we will carry on with this lovely Winged Wonder junk journal. So take care everyone, happy crafting, thanks for watching, bye.